Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am very happy to speak to you from Trinidad and Tobago. Piero, we are in the Caribbean. It's now 11 o'clock in the morning on a bright and sunny day. I don't know what's the weather like in Geneva, where you are.
Rainy and cold.
But we had a seminar in August in Geneva, and it was Piero and myself, and it was a very successful seminar. Now we are very happy to announce that we now have a second seminar, Piero and myself, Piero San Giorgio, the Swiss scholar, which also will be taking place in Geneva on February the 16th at the Centre de l'Espérance in Eaux-Vives. We start at 7 o'clock in the evening, and we have the hall for 4 hours,
yes,
until 11 p.m. The subject of the seminar is on nuclear war. 2016 seems to me to be a year that will go down in history as a year like no other year has ever been before, because it is quite possible that the world can experience nuclear war in 2016. So what I will do, Imran Hosein, would be to introduce the subject of nuclear war from the perspective of Islamic eschatology, an Islamic explanation of nuclear war, how it's likely to take place, and who are the different actors involved, and how do we respond from an eschatological perspective to nuclear war, and even more importantly, in analyzing nuclear war, why is nuclear war going to take place? Who wants a nuclear war to take place? Why do they want a nuclear war? What is the world likely to be looking like after a nuclear war? And then, from the perspective of Islamic eschatology, we have the very, very, very important prophecy of our Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessing be upon him, that the next most important event to take place after the nuclear war, or after what he called the Malhama, and the Christian world calls Armageddon, would be the conquest of Constantinople. We have a lot to say on that subject of the conquest of Constantinople, and Orthodox Christians are going to be very happy to hear what we have to say on that subject, none happier than those in Russia. So today we make this announcement. We're very happy to announce that this seminar has been organized for Geneva, my old city where I used to be a student, a doctoral student in the 1970s, on February the 16th at 7 p.m. at the Centre de l'Espérance in Eaux-Vives in Geneva. And there will soon be an email address for registration. The hall can take, I believe, only 300. So when we reach 300, we're going to have to stop registration. So the sooner you register, the more certain you are to be able to attend. There will be a small registration fee, not much, which will also be announced when we put the information, inshallah, on the flyer. We put the flyer on the website, and we put the flyer on YouTube as well. So over to you, Piero.
Well, thank you, Imran. And it will be once again my pleasure and my privilege to host you in Geneva, to welcome you in our little city. And indeed, it will be once again an interesting coincidence, if there is such a thing, between your approach and your conclusions from your scholarly studies, from your point of view, and mine, that as a specialist of survival, I will try to talk about how do we survive nuclear war and the fallouts that happens. And incidentally, and again, it may be or may not be a coincidence, but certainly I am finishing, as we speak right now, the final words of my new book, which is going to be about how do we survive nuclear, bacteriological, and chemical war. And I believe there's going to be a lot to share and a lot to tell the audience on the realities and of the myths that are around these topics, and how we can do something about it. That there is no such thing as no hope. There is hope that we can do something about these events, and the prepared, we hope, will survive. But it will not be random. It will have to be something that we need to work on. And this is the topic that I will be very delighted to present and to talk with you and compare once again your point of view coming from Islamic eschatology and my point of view coming from simple, basic facts of what is measurable in the real, concrete world. And I believe this has tremendous value to see these things together.
Piero, can you now speak in French for the benefit of all our people out there in France and Belgium?
Of course.
Happy, and let them know that there will be translation in French.
Pour tous ceux qui nous écoutent, le Sheikh Imran Hosein nous fera le plaisir de revenir à Genève pour une conférence le 16 février 2015 au Centre de l'Espérance à Genève, dans le quartier des Eaux Vives. Cette conférence aura lieu à partir de 19h précise, donc soyez à l'heure. Et un courriel d'enregistrement sera mis en ligne et sur ces vidéos très bientôt afin que vous puissiez vous inscrire. La bonne nouvelle, c'est que l'inscription sera beaucoup moins chère que la dernière fois. Nous avons fait beaucoup d'efforts pour trouver un arrangement et des salles qui nous permettent d'avoir un tarif bien moins cher. Ce sera, je crois, 5 francs l'entrée. La mauvaise nouvelle, c'est qu'il n'y a que 300 places, donc il faudra vous dépêcher pour vous enregistrer. Et au cours de cette conférence, le cheikh nous parlera de sa vision de prise de l'eschatologie islamique sur ce que dans le monde catholique est appelé l'Armageddon, c'est-à-dire peut-être la bataille finale, et certainement les risques de guerre nucléaire, puisque les armes modernes aujourd'hui nous font faire face à ce genre de risques. Et donc il nous parlera de son point de vue, de qui et de comment cette guerre nucléaire peut prendre forme. Et moi-même, modestement, j'essaierai de vous apporter, et il est une intéressante coïncidence, ou peut-être ce n'est pas une coïncidence, que je finis en ce moment un livre sur le thème de la survie en cas de guerre nucléaire, bactériologique et chimique. Et je présenterai un petit peu mes conclusions, les bonnes nouvelles et les mauvaises nouvelles qui sont liées à cela. Et encore une fois, après la conférence de août 2015, cette convergence entre une personne ayant une approche eschatologique et une personne ayant une approche très terre-à-terre, à mon avis, a une très grande valeur, et je me réjouis, je suis vraiment très honoré de pouvoir une fois encore accueillir le Sheikh Imran Hosein à Genève, donc le 16 février 2016, au Centre de l'Espérance aux Eaux Vives.
Okay, and there'll be an email address, inshallah, at the bottom of the screen soon. Yeah.
We will do that.
Well, Piero, I hope that we'll get a good response from our people coming to attend this seminar, and we pray that we may have a beneficial seminar from which everybody will be able to benefit and to prepare themselves for what we consider to be something likely to occur.
It will be our pleasure.